So I'm silently hoping that you do not see this video as one of those New Year resolution videos, because I do not believe in New Year resolutions. Why? We'll talk about it sometime later. But for today's video, we're going to have a very candid conversation about 5 habits you can build to have a meaningful year 2022. So without any further ado, let's begin. Hello everyone, my name is Hero Saeed, and on this space I create videos about content, freelance, entrepreneurship, and some other things about life. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the red button. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for following me. So if you're watching this video in year 2022, I hope this year is treating you well. If you are watching this video before December 31st, wish you a very happy new year in advance. So habits, one of my favorite topics to talk about. So they say if you build good habits, those habits will build you. And I believe this statement to be 100% true. Over the years, I've started making big goals for my life because I feel that every time I'm more focused on building a specific goal and I achieve that goal, then there is another big goal that starts chasing me and the cycle never stops. So in the past few years, I have consciously made that decision to start focusing more on building good habits. And when I am actually building those habits, all of my goals sort of like start coming to its place as well. So for me, it has been a win-win approach. And there are a few habits that I've adapted overall in my life, have helped my life turn around in a really good way. And in this video, I'm going to share those 5 habits, and I hope they will help you too. Habit number 1, start eating healthy. And no, I'm not advising you to go on a diet on the first Monday of 2022. What I'm advising you is to be more mindful of what you're eating. Do you know that Japan is one of the countries which has the highest life expectancy rate, which is 88 years old for females and I think 81 years old for male. And they attribute this longevity a lot to the nutrition that they have in their diet. And in Japan, it's famous that if you do not have enough colors in your plate, your food is not nutritious enough. So by color, they mean green vegetables, lentils, whole grain food, and basically all fresh natural produce that you eat. And one way that I look at it is every time I'm having food, if I see food in my plate that hasn't come from nature, I actively try to reduce the consumption of it. And eating healthy does not mean that you stop enjoying food, that you stop basically cut down all the junk food from your diet. If you want to have some processed junk, guilty pleasures, have it. But be more mindful of how many times you're eating. Be more mindful of what's in your plate and where it has come from. Building healthy habit will not only improve your overall lifestyle, but it has a huge and profound effect on your work lifestyle as well. So you will feel that you're more energized throughout the day. You will feel that you have more energy to focus. You will feel that you're concentrating on your work so much better. And all of this is because you're being more mindful of what you're putting in your body. So habit number 1, start eating healthy food and be more mindful about what you're eating. Habit number 2, build a hobby that does not involve technology. And I know this YouTube is a perfect example for it. This is my hobby, and I do not do this for a living, but I still create videos, and I want you to not take this as an example. So when I say that build a hobby that does not involve technology, it means that cut down your screen time. Build a hobby that does not involve you staring at the screen, that does not involve you taking an online course. It involves something that you would enjoy by just keeping yourself away from technology. It could be if you wanted to learn how to paint, go ahead and start painting. If you wanted to learn how to play any specific instrument, go and learn how to play violin, guitar, or anything. And if you want to piggyback on habit number 1, join a gym. Spend 1 hour at the gym every day, and then see how that 1 hour would give you more time to reflect on the things that are happening in your life than any other time you would spend on technology. Habit number 3, seek therapy or any form of counseling. And I can't believe that it's year 2022 and we still have to put this disclaimer that therapy is not only for those people who are clinically ill, therapy is for everybody. So if you have lost any loved one in the past year, if you are just grieving the loss of somebody who you are not with anymore, if you just had a tough year, because 2020 to 2021, everybody has had a tough year because of COVID, and you just want to let those emotions out, start seeking therapy. Therapy is not just about you seeking help that you have some problem. Therapy is just about giving the safe space for your emotions to flow out. Because until or unless you won't let those emotions out, you will never be able to move on. You will never be able to grow or heal from those. And I do understand and acknowledge that therapy is not accessible and affordable for everybody in this world, which is a sad reality. But if you can afford it, please do seek therapy and counseling. And also, if you cannot afford therapy, find somebody who you can talk to, find somebody who you can reach out to, and give a safe space to your emotions and let them out. Do not suppress them, because as much as people feel that it's not very important to process our emotions, it starts affecting every single aspect of your life, be it your relationships, be it your work, be it your leadership style, every single thing. And I've been through all of those things to be able to sit here and give you this advice. Start seeking therapy. Habit number 4, build your mental wealth. So as much as mental health is important for you, building your mental wealth is important for me. And by building mental wealth, I don't mean the type of content that we see on social media. By building wealth, I mean giving your brain the food that it needs. That food can be reading 5 pages of a book, of your favorite book a day. It can be watching a documentary that you always were intrigued about. It can also be a one-on-one conversation you have with somebody that you really admire. Once you start expanding your knowledge base and get more substantial content in your brain, you will realize that how your thought process, how the way you think, how the way you perceive world would eventually start changing as well. So build your mental wealth and start focusing and start giving time to the things that give food to your brain. Habit number 5, take control of your finances. And I know the type of world that we live in, everything is just a click away. But just because everything is a click away does not mean that you need it. Start being more intentional about what you're purchasing and why you're purchasing those. And as a starter, sit down with your bank statements this year and track all the expenses you've made in 2021, track all the income that you have earned in 2021, and track from what are the sources where you spend money the most and what are the sources where you earn money the most, and reflect on those. And also, the one tip that I personally use is every single time I go on shopping and I like something, I always ask this to myself, Hira, do you really need it or you just really like it? If I get something that I really like and I really need as well, I purchase it immediately. If I see something that I really like but I know I don't necessarily need it, I delay my decision for 24 to 48 hours to think on it once again. All of these things are tied to your financial security. The more control you would have of finances, the more secure you'll feel financially. So these were the few habits that I've adapted myself, and they have helped me a lot over the years. So I hope you enjoyed this video too. And I wish you all a very happy new year. And may you find all the happiness and joy and successes in the year 2022. And may we end this pandemic together. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.